Hello Star Wars fans, welcome to another video of the Star Wars Questioner, the channel dedicated to Star Wars questions. There are many Sith and legends in canon. Some are very popular, while some are nowhere famous enough to be known by the majority of Star Wars fans. Today we shall be pitting two of the most powerful Sith together to figure out which is more powerful. Is Sidious or Vitiate more powerful? Let's compare these Sith Lords by first analyzing each person's abilities by themselves. After that, we shall then decide who was the more powerful of the two, and who was the most dangerous, and is it necessarily the same person? Vitiate was Emperor of the Sith Empire. He was an extremely powerful being, having learned how to take control of the minds of 8,000 Sith Lords and sway them. He was a master of Sith sorcery, had drained an entire planet of life, and with the Force, even centuries later, visitors to the planet also would have their life force sucked out of them. At the age of 6, he murdered his father with telekinesis, and killing his mother, gained enough power to torture the villagers of his neighborhood, and at 10, stripped a Sith Lord of both his sanity and force powers. He had no master, but learned everything by himself. He was able to manipulate entire portions of the galaxy into doing his bidding. He was able to possess infants with parts of his consciousness, and these parts of his consciousness would overwhelm the infant's personality entirely to convert them into agents. He had achieved immortality, ruling absolutely for at least 1500 years. He possessed the minds of an entire planet, Sidious. He single-handedly would kill the entire council of Sith Lords if even one was thinking of betraying him. His knowledge was vast, having spent decades traveling as much of the galaxy as possible. He kept Revan's consciousness alive for decades in an attempt to break his mind and to spill his secrets. Sidious was the Emperor of the Galactic Empire. He was an extremely powerful being. He could use Force Storms, considered the most dangerous Force ability to control, to destroy entire fleets. He could read the minds of his servants from clear across the galaxy and punish them without even being in the same side of that galaxy. Even with being out of practice for 13 years, Sidious defeated 3 of the greatest duelists of the Jedi Order in 5 strikes. Sidious was able to use Sith rituals to enter the minds of even Master Yoda and tempt him with the dark side. He had the ability to influence the dreams of even the Chosen One. On the other hand, others could not read his mind. Even after death, he was able to skip from body to body, and he was so filled with the dark side that bodies rotted away quickly because of how hateful he was. Sidious once killed 50 stormtroopers with a single blast of Force lightning. He drained the life force of billions of people on Bice while keeping them alive. His lightning was so intense that Mace Windu's blade was bent backwards during the Revenge of the Sith novelization. He was even able to teleport individuals across the galaxy. He could see into the future and blind the Force senses of thousands of Jedi. Emperor Vitiate was not all about rituals as some have suggested. He was far more experienced, and in Force battles there were few who could oppose him. Yet he did rely very heavily on rituals, but he did become stronger on the dark side energies themselves. However, he was not the best duelist. Darth Sidious was able to perform feats of Force powers that few, if any, had ever achieved, and was a master of Sith sorcery. He was a master duelist, capable of fighting in all 7 forms of lightsaber combat. However, he was not able to keep his servants from conspiring against him, nor was he able to keep his new bodies from decaying at a rapid rate. So, who is the more powerful? Is it Vitiate with his great power that was harnessed through rituals, or was it Sidious and his raw ability? In immediate power, Palpatine wins for sure, able to control the greatest powers imaginable. His control was beyond belief, and he was more than a match for all during his day. Only Luke Skywalker during the Yuuzhan War could ever have outmatched his powers. However, Vitiate is the more dangerous of the two, not for being technically stronger than the Darth Bane lineage master. No, his rituals were far more permanent than Sidious' powers ever were, for they never let up, surviving for centuries even after he left and had forgotten about them. He also had far better control over the bodies he possessed and could live longer in the new bodies. Anyways, that is my thoughts on the matter. Sidious is the far more powerful, but Vitiate was the far more dangerous. Who do you feel is stronger or dangerous? Please leave your comments down below along with your Star Wars questions, since that is how this channel is powered. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.